All right, and we're live. What is this, Lady?
Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of our Hangouts on Air. This is our show and tell. This is my best half an hour of the week where I get to hang out and watch you, the creative viewer, showing off your maker project, your drones, your robotics, your 3D printing, your cosplay, whatever it is that you're working on. I would love to see it. And we've got special guests here from Radio Shack, representing the Radio Shack logo as well. And so they'll be also entertained. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, so starting over there at the far right on the screen, who are you?
Bobby Lavin, chairman of Radio Shack.
Right?
And Dean Rogers, CEO.
Okay, so our show and tell is we brought Radio Shack here.
That's what we're showing off.
Yeah.
Sometimes people show off like really cool old Radio Shack stuff, so this is like we're like showing off the new Radio Shack stuff.
Yeah, so that's our show and tell, but let's,
then we're done.
let's start off with
no Pedro, kick off.
Oh man, that's perfect timing. As you guys just called on us,
holy crap!
Like a legendary Pokemon just showed up. It's awesome.
Who is this, Magmar?
Yeah, I don't know who is Magmar.
I've not caught him yet.
So this is a project that you put together, Lamar, and we just made like a cool little case. This is supposed to look like a lore module from Pokemon Go, of course. And instead of attracting Pokemon, it lets you know when they're nearby.
Use the raspberries.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
That's so funny.
Getting them drunk on.
All right, you go get that, and then get mine later while I finish up.
Wow.
So this is a project that we launched kind of quick because we just want people to check this out before Niantic shuts down the API. Yeah, we have a tutorial up on learn.adafruit.com, and you guys can 3D print this, and it's a pretty cool case. In case it doesn't work, you at least got a cool case.
All right, awesome. Thanks.
We got more details though tomorrow. Yes.
I caught him.
I will.
Oh, gotcha.
Live Pokemon catching.
Educational purposes only. Please don't always void the terms of service. Always.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks, Pedro.
All right.
Whoa.
Next. Hey, Scott.
Scott.
What you got going on?
Hi.
Quick update.
Yeah, super quick. So, starting back, this is a racing drone quadcopter. I'm doing a stack called Polystack. You can take a microcontroller board and stack things on top. These are the production boards. And what I wanted to show today was a prototype of the SAMD21 board, which is not for drones, but rather just for having an Arduino compatible. So there's no parts on it yet. I just got it from Osh Park. It uses all 6 of the CircComs in the package, which is pretty awesome. I'm actually waiting to finish a couple other prototypes before I do my DigiKey order, and then I'll put it together and get the Arduino compatible bootloader going and all that. I also wanted to plug, I did a video on marketing recently because everything is launched, and I also posted on the Adafruit jobs board because I'm not going to be able to support myself the way it's going right now. So it's going to be a longer term bet.
What type of work are you looking for?
Software engineering.
Oh yeah, and what type of software engineering? What languages or?
I'm pretty flexible. I did a lot of C++ at Google.
Okay.
But I'm a pretty quick learn. So
okay.
Anybody needs help like that, and if they want to do hardware on the side too, that would be even more awesome.
All right. Well, part of your resume is you can just send a bunch of links to your appearances on the show and tell.
Yeah, I should do that. I don't think I actually put those on the job posting, but yeah.
I think this counts as a reference in the modern era. So, all right.
Sweet.
Scott's awesome, Hunter.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Scott.
All right, Scott.
Thanks.
Gambate. All right, next up.
Next up is Carter.
Hey, Carter. Take a couple moments. We're a full house, so if we can make it quick, that'd be awesome.
Everybody jam.
Okay, I'll make it quick, and I'll just share some old memorabilia from the old Radio Shack days.
That's nice.
Very nice.
It's basically a in cartoon format. It kind of is a intro to electronics.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's got like a school teacher. The kids are like, "What's electronics?" And she takes the kids on an adventure and hits all the major highlights of first radio broadcast, et cetera, and the computers of the TVs and computers of the future and how it all makes it happen. So this is circa 1980, and it's kind of interesting. In the front piece, it says, "What's this all about?" And down at the very bottom is a paragraph that says, this is put out to try to rekindle the national pride and get kids interested in electronics. So it's kind of interesting that they're mentioning rekindling in 1980. And I guess the other thing is that I wish I had this for show and tell, but on the back, there's this coupon to go get a free battery of the month club card, and I totally had one of those as a kid. Every month, I looked around and getting a new fresh 9-volt battery to charge something up with.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I got a project. I'll come back and show the project if I have another week. I'll leave it at that.
Well, if there's any time, we'll come back to it. But yes, please also come back next week. Thank you for showing this off. As always, you get an as seen on the show and tell sticker. Just email support@adafruit.com.
No problem. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Harder.
Thanks, Harder.
Okay. Next up is Tuna. Tuna, unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hi, Tuna.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi.
What's your project?
So I made a 3D scanner using 123D Catch. So I've been wanting to automize it for quite a bit of time, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, and we're listening carefully.
Okay. So I actually wanted to do an object scanner, but for some reason I decided to make a home scanner. So this is basically the thing. I made it using the Arduino module from Littlebit. So it has a servo and a DC motor. It's set on a pivot point on here. So, and there's a bearing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So when you power it, it just turns, taking pictures.
Oh, it actually just presses the button on your phone to take a photo.
Yeah, so 123D Catch is an app that lets you 3D scan objects by taking pictures of it. So you basically put it
This is great.
in the middle of your room, and then you basically get a 3D scan of your room. So I've been working on it for the past week, and I've had a problem with the stylus because I didn't actually know that you need to be touching the pen in order it to be working. So I just stuck a bit of wire in the back of it, and so that's my project.
That's amazing, Tuna.
All right. Thank you so much, Tuna. Well, email support@adafruit.com. We'll send you an as seen on the show and tell sticker so you can scan it in later.
That's a cool project.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should send it to Little Bits.
You should send it to Little Bits. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to make another one with actual Arduinos and stuff, but I didn't have the time to do it yet, so that's for another week.
Okay, come back next week and show us that one. That would be great. All right, thanks, Tuna.
Next up, let's see. Amos. Amos, how's it going? Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep. Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I've been looking at getting into 3D printing for a while, but because of my budget, the $400 price point is a little bit, tough. But I saw a kit on eBay that's because of open source hardware, the advantages of that, it drives the prices way down, and I found one for $185, and I built it. And let's see if I can see here. And so it's basically just a Prusa i3, and with cheap, probably Chinese parts on it. It's shipped from the US, but it works fine. I found a file on there that said test.gcode, and because it can print just from an SD card, and I printed this thing, and that's what the file was, and that was the first print with it. And the quality of it, I mean, I was pretty happy with it, but I was like, well, what is it? And it wasn't obvious to me, but what I think it is I think it's just a battery holder.
Okay.
Like that. But I've since moved on to things I actually wanted a 3D printer for. So, like BMW cars used cheap plastics on their interior parts until about 2006. And I have a car that's like 20 years old. And so parts of the interior are falling apart, including just simple little pieces like these little hooks that broke on it. And so I just printed some out of ABS. And I'm going to solvent weld them back onto the parts, and so to repair the car, as well as printing a few other things like a tippy top, which is a top that uses precession to flip itself upside down without any moving parts, and objects of constant solid, which is kind of similar to like the interior of a Winkle rotary engine. So that's basically where I'm started, and then from there, hopefully use it to design cheaper 3D printers to drive the price down, like open source 3D printers, to drive the price down even more.
That's Rap's dream.
Excellent.
3D printers making 3D printers.
And I think eventually.
Well, I'm interested in doing it though with lasers because I found a supplier in the U.S. who can sell little UV laser modules for like $15 with the focusing and heatsink and everything, and so that actually changes things because then you can use galvos to eliminate the $15 minimum that you're going to pay for stepper motors, and that's really the big price point right now. I mean, we've brought the price down incredibly. I mean, it was only like what 8 years ago that 3D printers like that you can get on your desktop were like what $15,000 or something like that. You know, it's just been incredible to watch. And then now I was able to get a kit for $185. You know, that's amazing.
That's all right. Well, thank you so much, Amos. Email support@adafruit.com. We'll send you an SE on the show and tell sticker, and please print all parts of your car until it's 3D printed. One by one. All right. Next up, Dannon. Dannon had a cat.
Hey, Dannon.
Hey, Dannon. How's it going? You have a project you want to show?
Maybe there was another person.
A house cat, perhaps?
Yeah.
All right. We'll come back to you, Dannon.
We'll come back, Dannon.
Hi. All right. Let's see. Drupal. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hi. Yeah. We have made a prototyping platform which is built on Arduino, and it is open source. Can you all guys see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nowadays, what happens for starting a project and making lots of projects, we need things like a power supply, some switches, an Arduino board to controller, a breadboard, and then a motor driver, and then some TFT screen, SD card, and sensing multimeters and like that. So our target was to make as a one-stop solution kind of thing, including everything in one kit, which is required for most of our projects. So we have launched our project as a product, and it is the casing is fully 3D printed right now, and it will be injection molded for the mass manufacturing. And right now we are crowdfunding it also on Indiegogo to take it to the further level for mass manufacturing. So I will go through the details of the features of this device.
Okay,
So-
but make it fast because we have to go to 3 more people.
Yeah,
so
do
you
the-
have
do the
you have 2 minutes.
Do the
Yes,
Indiegogo
yeah.
elevator
Yes,
pitch.
yes.
Fast.
Yeah, I will lead that Indiegogo part. So there is a power port in which we have also 5 volt, a variable voltage also. You can get it. And we have like few switches like tactile switches, some potentiometers, some slide switches, and also it has an inbuilt battery which gives it on portability. Yeah. So it is a lithium ion battery. Hello?
Yeah.
I'm audible? Yeah. It has also an inbuilt TFT screen, and we have made a menu like a screen.
Oh yeah, lots of options.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we
The
can see it.
microphone is working.
Yep, your microphone's working.
Yeah, we're seeing the screen. There's a lot of the data
Yeah.
log, pin states,
Yeah.
video cams.
All
Cams are
right.
tough.
Well,
It is a menu. It is a mini oscilloscope kind of thing.
oh, there's the menu. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and there's
It
the.
is
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
It is also a small function generator kind of thing.
That's pretty skilled operating it from the other side.
Yeah, that's tough because it's always just backwards, and then it's like reversed.
And it has some user-defined function in which we can load multiple Arduino codes also in the same time.
All right, I like it. I really like the built-in oscilloscope. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's really handy.
All right, if you can post the link on in the chat for the Indigo.
Okay, sure.
Look at it.
Yeah, we'll tell
Then
people to go
will
check
be
it
able
out.
to help back it.
Sure, sure.
All right,
Okay.
good luck.
Well, thank you so much, Ripple. And also email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you an SE on the show and tell sticker.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if. Okay, Dannon is going to do maker charades.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Dannon. So I guess you don't have a microphone, so you're going to do maker charades. All right. What is your project? You can do it.
Okay.
All right. It looks
There's
like.
a Snap Electronics kit.
Yep.
Oh, lighting.
All right. If the helper can give a thumbs up when we guess the right thing, that'll be helpful for us.
Okay.
Did we guess the right thing?
Oh, are you doing conductive Play-Doh? Conductive Play-Doh is pretty cool. I don't know what that is. You're squishing. It's a banana. Bananas are a little conductive. Bananatronics. All right, there's all sorts of electronics experimentation using food.
Huh.
I'm not sure exactly. Oh, yes, a fork is extremely conductive. Good work.
They say don't play with your food, but this is a very good example of when you should.
Knives are also very conductive. Yes.
Okay.
All right. You're learning
All right.
science.
Okay, that's
All right, good luck, Dannon.
Thank you so much, Dannon, and thank you, Dannon's assistant. If you can email support@adafruit.com, we'll send you a SE on the show and tell sticker. They're not edible, though.
But you can see if they're conductive.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Next up. Oh, wait, we have a Mia.
Oh, Mia. Hi, Mia.
Hi, Mia.
Hi, Mia.
All right. And next up, we're going to get to Richard, and then we're going to try to get to C. Scott. Richard, how's it going?
Hey guys, so I know it's been a little while, but I've got a couple of projects. So I recently put the brain back in the hammer here, the LARP hammer, and I've been talking to a couple of friends to combine some of the stuff we've been doing for escape rooms with some of the things for LARPs, because we realize that there's a lot of things in common with escape rooms and live action roleplay where you can't just go around beating each other with weapons for like an entire day. That gets boring pretty quick, so we're going to try and incorporate some electronic challenges. And I wanted to show you kind of one of the things that we do that's pretty common for Puzzle Break. So this is one of the Adafruit feathers with the Bluefruit adapter, Bluetooth LE adapter on it, and the relay shield. And I have an electromagnet here. This is normally for safety doors. And when I just trip the relay, you're going to see that metal thing fall. So we do that a lot with for like trap doors, secret doors, stuff like that. And we're going to start building a couple of kits that are going to go into a lot of these props. So essentially you'll just have like an analog or digital sensor that it reads, and then if it trips that sensor, it'll either activate a servo or activate a relay. Just really simple stuff like that. And then definitely having the Bluetooth LE in here is great, because then we can do like an override remote that's really super easy. And then the very final thing is today we 3D printed a little model of the White House, because thanks to you guys, I got invited to go to the White House next week.
Yay!
You did this all yourself, by the way.
Oh, come on, you guys
We had nothing
totally
to
been
do
an
there, really.
inspiration and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll get to talk to a bunch of makers, even from around here in Seattle, and hopefully get some better collaboration, and see what comes out of it. So I won't be here after the show until next Wednesday, because that's where I'll be. But, oh, I think I may have lost connection there. Oh, well, anyways, that's all I have to show.
I think we lost Adafruit.
Yeah, I think we lost Adafruit, guys. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It's a shame.
Should we continue? Should we like take over? I don't know. We don't have procedures for this. We don't have like any policies in place.
I guess I don't know who. Yeah, who's gonna go next? Let's just do it. They're still on YouTube, so.
No,
Yeah, go for it. Take over.
Andrew.
Oh wait, no, they're back.
Now we're back.
Wait, hello?
There they are.
Hi.
All right. Did a meteor hit New York while we're at? So now we're back. All right, see, Scott, if you can speed round it, we'll
I can speed around it. Only one thing to report, and then since it's very rare that you get the ear of top-level management of a company that profoundly impacted your life, I'll have a few words to say there. But one of the hold your breath moments in any design is hoping your panel fits on your board. It does. Hooray.
Yay!
Good work.
Yeah, because I only ordered one, and then once you realize it fits, you can go order the rest of them. But anyway, when I come from a retail background, and when my father started his pharmacy, it was this little 800 square foot storefront right here.
Yeah.
And later, down a few years later, he bought the old supermarket and turned this into an 11,000 square foot pharmacy, which is still in business today. My brother Jonathan runs it. One of the keys to keeping alive as a single proprietorship retail store, especially in today's economy, is you have to get as many different things into your shop as you can. I mean, your core business is, of course, pharmacy, but pharmacy's not really a lucrative business. It's so hard. It's regulated very strictly, so it's a very pennies on the dollar return on your investment. But I think what Radio Shack has done in the past 5 years, and I know Dean came in fairly recently, but if he continues this trend, I think it's going to be a big success. One of the things that made me go to Radio Shack practically every day as a kid is you could buy parts, you could buy kits, you could buy books, and it lost some of that. Particularly, I think it was like in the 90s they started divesting themselves of their in-house manufacturing, because you used to have Archer product line, Microna product line, Optimus product line, and so on. It's good to see some of that stuff coming back, even if it's not, directly the IP of Radio Shack. But the more of this stuff he can get in the store, the more foot traffic I think you'll see getting in the door. And I think that is the key to the modern Radio Shack in the 21st century. I mean, get Adafruit products in there. I know you have Make stuff in there. I bought this Arduino like several years ago at Radio Shack, not because it was a bargain and it was a reasonably priced thing for a walk-in retail store. It's because Radio Shack carried it, and I believed in the concept of get the hobbyists back in the store. So, if there's any advice a grassroots, down in the trenches guy that came from a family store retail can offer to, Radio Shack, just give me a call.
All right. Well,
thank you.
Well said. Thank you so much, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Or sell codeine.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sorry. The Class 3 stuff is not something I can really comment on. But anyway, that's it for me.
Okay,
all right,
well,
thanks,
we have to end it now this week, so if you're just getting onto the show, we're going to ask you to come back next week because we have to set up for the next thing.
Thanks,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Tuna, Pedro, Well, Dannon.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Amos.
Oh yeah, get Star Simpson's little boards in the Radio Shack. It would be like completely.
Yes.
We're working on it with her, hopefully.
Anyway, see you guys.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.